Hi guys, this is Ahmed from Loop Logic Systems, and in my last video I showed this AI system I'm building with my co-founder. It talks to businesses leads and books them in automatically so nobody on the team has to reply by hand. Back then it was just about halfway done. Now phase 1 of the system is complete and I want to walk you through the whole thing actually running. Quick note, I'm using Slack to stand in for Instagram and Facebook DMs just so I can show it plainly. Everything else is real: the conversation, the bookings, the calendars, the databases, the follow up. Let's watch it work. So, I'm a brand new lead who just found this Pilates studio and I send a message like a normal person would. And there's the reply instantly. Notice it actually answered my question. It sounds like a real person and it asked me one thing to keep it moving. I'll tell it a day that works. Now here's the first big update. It just offered me a couple of specific Saturday times and those aren't hard coded. Before it says anything, it checks the real calendar and only offers slots that are genuinely open so it can never double book two people. I'll take one and it's confirmed from the lead side. They just had a normal chat and got booked in. That one conversation just did four things at once. First, the calendar. Here's the class, Saturday at 10, added automatically. Second, the database. Every lead, every message, and every booking gets saved. So the business has a full record, not a chat that disappears. And third, the owner gets pinged in Slack. New trial booked, the class, the time, so the owner doesn't watch anything. They just see the bookings show up. No one on the team touched it. Now most leads don't book on the first message. They go quiet. And that's where a business usually loses them. So watch this. I'll message in as a lead who's interested but nervous, worried they're too unfit for it. And then I'll just go quiet like a real person would. In the real system, it waits a few minutes and then on its own it notifies they've gone cold. Look at what they actually said and writes a follow up just for them, not a generic template. See how it went straight at her, worry, reminded her it's beginner friendly, and ended with one easy question. And if she still doesn't reply, the next nudge is gentler and just leaves the door open. It never gets pushy, and it never forgets a lead. I'll keep this quick, but for anyone curious, this is the actual system. A lead comes in, gets saved, then the AI has a conversation and remembers the whole chat. Right before it offers a time, it checks the live calendar. Then it decides book them in, keep chatting, or if it's something sensitive like an injury or a price negotiation, it stops and flags the owner instead of guessing. And this whole section is the follow up system. It's all running in NA10 with a database and an AI model behind it. And these are some of the previous executions that the system ran. So think about what this does for a business. Every lead answered in seconds, day or night. Nobody slips through. It books straight into the calendar, never double books, follows up on its own, and the owner just watches bookings rolls in. For any business that runs on booked appointments, a studio, a clinic, a salon, an agency, this is the difference between catching a lead and losing them to whoever replied first. This is phase 1. Phase 2 is hooking it into real Instagram and Facebook DMs. That's the next video. If you'd want something like this for your business, the link is in the description. Comment or message me and subscribe so you catch phase 2 when it drops. I'll see you in the next one.